Hi you guys, my name is Chrissy and welcome to my channel, Chrissy's Walking Beauty. So today we are going to do this red 10-inch lace front wig. You guys, I am so excited to do this. I had done red hair for like about 2 years, and you know, it was doing crazy stuff to my personal hair. So the fact that I get to try this red wig out, lace front red wig, I am super excited. It is a 13 by 6, and I have a decent amount of parting space. I think in the plucking process of it, I kind of show you guys where the wefts start on the side, but as for the top, it goes pretty deep back. And you guys, this is what I had decided to do with it. If you're interested in seeing what I did, how I got this to go, and what company I used, please stay tuned. Okay you guys, so first things first, this is Eifini hair. It is a 10-inch bob red wig. I'm doing this video in the whole time-lapse situation, so you know, it's a little choppy, but you can still see what's going on. So first things first, I'm pulling all of the baby hair away after I placed the wig on my mannequin head, and I sprayed it down with water. So I'm gonna take my tweezers and I am just plucking and combing out the excess hair while plucking. And this process did take a little while, but not as long as I had anticipated it taking. The knots were not so secured that it was a challenge or that it was time consuming. I probably spent 20 to 30 minutes on this process, and I didn't think that that was that long. Like, time flew. So I'm just going through and I'm trying to get this portion to look as natural as possible, even though I, you know, push the baby hair back, and here I am doing the hairline. It's a gradual process. So if you start behind the baby hair, then you can create what I think to be the most realistic hairline possible. And yeah, you guys, as you can see, it's looking pretty darn natural. It does have a slight widow's peak, which is kind of cool to me. So I'm just gonna wait. And as you see, the hairline is not that far back on the sides, but this is a 13 by 6 front closure wig. So I just moved it up a little bit. I just used my hair wax, and I put my hot comb on the stove, and while I'm waiting for it to get hot, I'm gonna start curling. I also used a heat protectant in this portion as well. And I'm sorry about the light, you guys. I was using daylight and for the most part, and you know, it started getting away from me. But yeah, I just put a general curl in, and now you guys, I am going in with my Got To Be spray, which I think is absolutely fantastic, and my edge control brush. And what I'm doing here is I'm just pulling back these edges so they can be as soft and as sleek as possible. And I do this about 2 to 3 times. And I get my blow dryer and rub it back as well, and that really helped a lot, and it got very smooth. My edges were laid. And now I'm just gonna put this cap on. I'm not doing the full-on ball cap method in this process. I'm just putting it on to secure my hair. And I'm getting my e.l.f. foundation in cinnamon and my foundation brush, and I am just gonna place that all over the edges of the cap and anywhere where I believe parting space could be a factor. And now I'm placing the wig on, and I thought that this was a pretty darn good look here, you guys. I also have put some foundation on the cap as well, the inside of the cap. And now I'm just kind of looking and adjusting it and kind of figuring out, okay, how's it fitting? How's it looking? So now I'm gonna just pull back these edges because we gotta get this lace off, okay? Look, so later on we can talk about what lace. So yeah, I'm gonna use these clips and I'm just gonna pull this hair back, but I'm also pulling the edges down so that it's not too taut so that I won't have problems later, and putting a little excess foundation on the outside so I can make sure that it is as blended as possible. And I'm cutting 2 slits in the top, and this will actually make the lace a lot more manageable and a lot more, you know, worker or beginner friendly. And I clipped these back and forgot that I did not cut the ear tabs. So now I'm gonna go in and cut these ear tabs off, you guys. And I'm just gonna go and guide around my ear and go until I have no more lace. And that's essentially what I did. So I get this side done and then I just check it and put it back in the clip. And now I'm gonna do the other side as well. And I'm just gonna hold this down while cutting and see about getting that ear tab undone, okay? So yeah, and now I'm gonna go back in with my Got2b and this applicator brush. It's usually used for color application, but I'm using it to apply the Got2b glue spray. And I seen this technique done by the Tastemaker. She is so bomb. She makes wiggling look so freaking easy, and I saw her do this on the first video I saw of hers, and I was like, I gotta subscribe just for that. Oh my goodness. So you guys, I'm taking the comb and I'm combing it into the spray, and I'm using my blow dryer also to secure this really quickly. And that's the one good thing about using the hairspray versus using the gel or anything like that, is that you can go directly into securing it on your edges. And I really like that because the blow dryer will just set it and you're done. And yeah, but you guys, you have to be so very careful with this spray because as you see, I just started, you know, boop, spray here and not using the brush. And later on, I ended up having issues with my foundation. So, you know, stick to what you know is going to be the cleanest, most neatest way to doing this. And as you can see, I am trimming off this lace and the ear tab started coming undone, but I'm not all that worried about that because I have not used my I've not tied it down yet, so I'm not terribly worried about that. But I'm taking this eyebrow razor, and that is what I'm using to remove the lace. I felt like this was an easier process than using scissors because you want to get the lace a little jagged. You don't want straight lines because then it's not going to look realistic, and that's a problem. So I am just going to go back in now since I got all the lace off, and I'm going to spray the brush and then just paint down these edges and press them in so that, you know, the lace is secured because we want secured lace. And yeah, and I'm not going too crazy into this just because, you know, the more of the spray you put down, like it can get a little out of control. But I still like this for, you know, your everyday on and off lace application. So now I'm gonna just separate out some portions for baby hair that I want to be in here because as you can see, my hairline is very extended and I need to cover these little stragglies that like to make their way out. So I'm using the Lotta Body mousse, and I'm just gonna put that right on that baby hair, right on these edges. And you know, I'm gonna get my brush and just kind of like swoop in some baby hair. Now I did notice that they tended to be a little long, but I figured I would just trim them down even more once it dried, because sometimes it's just easier to get, you know, the length that you're looking for once it's dry. Like this side, I like that side. It did exactly what I wanted it to do, and it's covering up these little straggly hairs from my own hairline. So now I'm gonna tie it down and blow dry it a little bit and then do my makeup, and I'll be back. So my makeup is done, and now I'm gonna take this scarf off, and yeah. So these edges, or the baby hair, is laid down. It is dry, but as you can see, I'm gonna just go in and take this little razor comb and just trim them a little bit, not too much. And I'm also gonna go in with my contour for my forehead and just dab that in a little bit as well, because the Got2b glue spray just kind of did not set right with my makeup, and so that just made that look a little cray-cray. But now that all of that is fixed, I am going to go through and comb through my hair and kind of see, did I want to put more curls in here, and all of that good stuff. And I didn't want it to be super curly. I just wanted to make sure I had a little bump. And now I'm gonna just trim and spray that down. I'm gonna use the Got2b to secure those ear tabs, and I'm also gonna just trim this little part down a little bit as well. I'm not gonna do like, you know, a crazy swoop or anything. I just kind of wanted it to be a little bit more manageable and a little bit more secure. So yeah, there we go with that. And I'm just gonna brush that down and hold it and blow dry it just a little bit. And you guys, like, I think that this looks pretty darn good just for some Got2b spray. And I didn't put any products on this hair. I also did not wash or pre-wash the hair or anything like that. So this is definitely like straight out the box. As you can see, I trimmed the bang a little bit so that the curls would layer. And it's holding its curl because I only did a little bump. And so I was excited about that. And this is me just trimming off a little bit of excess lace that was just, it did not want to cooperate. So yeah, and that, I was satisfied. And that is the look, you guys. All right, guys, so this is the completed look, you guys. I don't think it's too bad. This wig is super cute. It already came red. I got it in a 10-inch, so you know, it was already bob ready, which is gonna be awesome for the summer because it's gonna be hot. And you guys, I feel like it curled well. I feel like it's still holding the curl. And so, you know, it's not looking too bad. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. And oh, just so you guys know, if anybody's wondering, I use the Tati Beauty palette for my eyes. And you know, it's a classic, okay? So yes. So you guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.